Your mind is you. This is your identity, your soul, your true essence. I have spent the past 5 years of my life learning everything I can about mindset and the laws of attraction. I have become obsessed with it. It all started on April of 2017. I set out on a journey of self-discovery. I discovered who I wanted to be and who I wanted to become. I discovered what life I wanted to live. So I started designing and creating how I wanted to live the rest of my life. In order to do that, though, I had to give up my old life so that I could have my new life. I accomplished this by what I call mental suicide. I killed myself mentally and then was reborn spiritually. What you are about to hear will probably sound science fiction. However, I can tell you from experience, it is real. It happened to me. And not only did it happen once, twice, or even 3 times, it happened multiple times throughout the past 5 years. And it continues to happen. And each time it happens, it has a meaning to what my future desired dream life is going to look like. So now let's mind travel back to May of 2017. And yes, I said mind travel. I have learned how to mind travel to my future self and have conversations with myself. This has aided me in creating and mastering my own destiny. I continue to have out-of-body experiences where my mind is in one reality, but my body is still here in this reality. I have blackout periods where I would lose time and then I would write or I would record a video saying things that don't make sense or saying something with information that I have no idea where the information came from. Then when I go and rewatch the videos or read my notes in the future, the things that I wrote that sounded crazy, they all of a sudden start to make sense. See, I mind travel to my future and I start living my future life in present time, in my mind, as if it was happening in real life. I will start seeing and believing things that are not happening at the present moment. However, I am still experiencing it and feeling it as if it was happening in real life right now. Now, back in 2017, I mind traveled 5 years into my future to where I am right now, and I started creating and designing my own life story. Then I did this again just last month in January of 2022, where I mind traveled 10 years into my future and created that life. See, I created a version of the best possible life I could imagine, no matter how far-fetched and crazy it sounded. And let me tell you, I felt those visions with every vibration possible within my body. I tapped into a power so deep within me that I had no idea it even existed or how I did it. I had no idea how I was going to get there. I just believed with all of my heart and soul that the vision and experience that I felt back in May of 2017 and then again last month, 2023, that someday that would be my reality as long as I followed one simple rule. And that rule was never give up, no matter how hard it got. Never give up, and to always stay true to myself and to believing in that vision that I saw with a burning passion. Now, did you notice I didn't say dream? I said vision. That is because there is a difference between dream and a vision. A dream are just the thoughts that go on in your head. And a vision is something that you have seen and felt with every ounce of your being. And then you'll stake your entire life to do whatever it takes to make that vision a reality. When you have a vision, you'll make a plan to achieve that vision. I told myself that it was going to take me about 5 years. That I told myself I would become a millionaire. I told myself I would help millions find their inner selves and live life with passion and purpose. But most importantly, I told myself never to give up no matter how many obstacles that I had to endure to get to my destination. See, the most important key was to listen to myself and to never lie to myself and to only do the things that allowed me to move forward towards my dream goal. Because I have 100% control of my life. And it's my life to live, not anybody else's. The one and only constant that will ever exist in your life is your soul. It's your essence of being. It's your mind. How many of you would like to have the power to create and design any life you choose to live? I believe that your mind is a universal energy that is only unique to you. And I believe that your mind, this is your true soul, your essence of being. This is the real you. There are no two people in existence that have the same mind and thoughts as you do. Every person that exists has a different perception and view of what they perceive reality to be. And every person has the power to view their existence any way they so choose. Your life is created by this massive universal power of your mind. You are made of that same universal energy that created everything and everyone that exists in our world. Your mind is the energy source that transmutes your thoughts into a physical form. And when you can learn to control and communicate with your mind effectively and efficiently, then you can tap into a power that has absolutely no limitation. And every one of us have this massive superpower within us, and so little of us utilize it or even know about it. My life mission is to change that. I want everyone in existence to know about and utilize this massive superpower within them to truly create, design, and live any life they so desire, no matter how outrageous that life may be. You and only you are the creators and masters of your own destiny. Isn't that what life's all about? Creating, being, and living the best we can be. It is imperative that every person in existence learn about this power. I firmly believe that when the majority of people in this world adopt this principle, we will start to see a massive change in the world that we now live in. There will be more peace and harmony. There will be more beauty to experience because people will be more open to helping each other rather than destroying each other. Who wouldn't want to live in a world like that? Before I even learned about this superpower, I was able to tap into it subconsciously back in 2017. See, your mind is so powerful that you can truly make it believe anything you want. When I say anything, I mean anything. You can trick your mind into believing that you are living a life that is created in your mind and feel it as if it was reality. Believe me, I can do it. This is the most powerful tool you have to be able to create your life. When you are able to tap into the universe's vibrations and feel things in your mind as if it was a reality, you can then start to really master your own destiny. You are the captain of your fate and the master of your soul. You create your dream life by living it in your mind first as if you had already been there. You need to connect to the universe's vibrations in your mind and mind travel to your future. You need to talk to your future self. Live your future life even before you get there. When I realized I could mind travel, everything changed. I now had the power to shut off everything in reality, even if it was just for a few minutes. And then I would mind travel to my future. Throughout the years, I would have blackout periods of time that I don't remember doing certain things, and I don't remember writing certain things. I would record videos and say something that I had no idea where that information came from. I would then send emails and make notes. And then at the end of 2018, when I actually went back and watched all of my videos, everything started to make sense. That is when things really started to come together. I started having deja vu moments, like I had already experienced it. But then when I went back and I watched some of my older videos, I found videos literally saying, "Hey, Future Kim, you will start to feel deja vu moments throughout the years. Just go with it. Don't question yourself, no matter what. Trust in yourself and all of your dreams will become a reality." Now, still watching some of those videos, I hear myself, and I really do sound like a nut job, a crazy person. Like, seriously. Imagine if you had access to Albert Einstein's notes. They would probably sound insane too. But he made what he envisioned a reality, and so will I. Now, 5 years ago, I did not understand this power at all. I ended up in a mental hospital for 5 days. I brainwashed myself into believing that I won the Powerball jackpot and I became a millionaire overnight. I felt it with every ounce of my being and every emotion. It was real to me, as real as you hearing me speak right now. I even posted a video on Facebook showing myself winning the Powerball jackpot. And I told myself in one of those videos I made between May 6th and May 10th to post the video no matter what. My future depended on it. And of course, now this is me in a video telling myself to do this. Crazy, I know. I just kept making videos saying to do certain things and kept watching them over and over and over again. Then on May 10th, 2017, I tapped into a universal power that I didn't even understand. And that was the day that I felt more pain than I think anybody could ever feel in their life, as well as being the most uplifting and happiest person I could be in my life. I was living my worst nightmare, and I was living my best utopia life. And And I was also living in the present. So that was the day that all three of my realities clashed into one. That was the day that I felt and experienced my oldest daughter dying, my brother-in-law dying, and then I experienced and felt myself ending my own life. All in a matter of minutes. And when I tell you it felt real as real can be. It was reality to me at that time. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. And then all of a sudden I heard this big bang. Everything went dark and silent. My body felt cold and stiff. It was the worst pain I have ever felt or could ever imagine feeling in my life. I just saw and felt myself giving up on life. I felt like there was no way out. I saw the gun being held to my head and I saw the tears falling down my face. I felt the pain. It was like watching myself in a movie, but feeling it in reality. And then all of a sudden, I just felt this jolt of energy, this warm energy go through my body. And if I was to describe it, I could describe it as it felt like being hit by lightning. A warm sensation just started washing over my body. It started in my mind, and it just spread throughout the body to my toes. And I started feeling like I was a millionaire. I had just won the lottery. I was living in my dream home that I built. I was spending time traveling with my family. I was speaking online and on stages to millions of people, inspiring and motivating them to live their true inner selves and live life with passion, purpose, and desire. See, I was living my ultimate dream life. How did I trick my mind into believing this? Well, it's easy. I talked myself into it. I recorded videos back in May of 2017 that I don't even have anymore. I don't even remember the videos. All I remember is whatever I told myself in those videos made me do and believe certain things that seemed impossible. However, I experienced them and I will never say impossible again. I deleted those videos when I got out of the mental hospital. However, I know that what I said to myself in those videos still exist in my mind and they will surface again when the time is right. My thoughts are gonna keep guiding and telling me to do certain things no matter how crazy they sound. Never to doubt myself no matter what. Even when I feel like giving up is never an option for me. No matter how impossible things may seem, I always believe that what I envisioned is my destiny. And I have faith and believe that what I experience will be my future. And I know that as long as I keep believing and have faith and have that vision implanted permanently in my mind and follow the plan I set out for myself, it will be. Your mind is your operating system. Without it, your heart could not beat and you would not be able to breathe, see, touch, taste, smell, or hear. Every thought and emotion that passes through your mind come from your 5 senses. It is what you are experiencing at any given time. It is your perception of reality. It is what you think is happening. For the past 5 years, I have created and built exactly how I want my future to look like. I planted seeds throughout the years by making videos for myself, sending email reminders, writing my goals, signing up for courses, attending certain events, connecting with certain people, and writing out my future in my journals to ensure that I never get off track and that I would get to my destination no matter how many obstacles got in my way. I am living the story I started writing 2017, the day my daughter said that she wanted to die. At that time, I started creating my dream life, the life that I could have without any limitations. Then, on May 3rd of 2017, I finished reading the book The Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod. That night, I was so excited, I was ready to start creating my desired dream life. I got a light bulb moment just to start recording videos to myself daily, basically coaching and guiding myself to my desired dream life. I started thinking about doing an experiment. I had no idea how I got this idea, but I started visualizing myself winning the lottery just like I saw myself in my mind when I was 12 years old. I started visualizing how I was going to prove to the world that you truly can write your life story and live it any way you desire to live. So on May 5th, 2017, I wrote an email to myself. It read, "Must do." When I read the email, I told myself to make a video reading the mission statement I had wrote that morning. So once I got to the office, I did just that. I made a video reading what I had wrote. When I read it, I was stunned. What was this? Where did this come from? I was so confused. I did not even remember writing it. It appeared out of nowhere, like poof. And that was the beginning of the journey I am about to share with all of you. Most will sound science fiction. However, I can tell you it was real. I could feel it with every one of my senses. It was as real to me as real could be. Even though it was not. It was a reality I created in my mind. I created 2 realities that day, my worst nightmare and my best possible life. And then I wrote a mission statement to myself. Talk about your deja vu moments. I started to watch some of my videos I made last December in 2021. Listening to what was going on in my mind and thoughts at that time are almost identical to what they are right now. The past 5 years, it felt like a Groundhog's Day. But instead of a day, it's been the same year that I have been living over and over again with the same outcome. But I have this feeling 2023 is going to be different. I can feel it in my soul. I refuse to let another day of my life pass me by without doing something that will move me closer to my desired dream life. I am going to be living out the life that I have been writing about for 5 years. Like I said back in 2017, you are the writer, the director, the producer, and the actor of your own story. I have set up exactly how the next 20 years of my life are going to be. I have pre-purchased books that I will be reading in the future. I have signed up for courses and certifications that I will be completing in the future. I have made videos throughout the past years telling myself exactly what to do in the future to get to where I want to be, as well as telling myself things not to do and things to avoid. I have drawn a map, a guide, a path, a road to my desired future life. Now all I need to do is just follow the path. Now don't get me wrong, just like following a map or a GPS, you can still take wrong turns and you can get lost. The most important thing is that you always find your way back to your dream road.